Hello, my gorgeous glammies. It's your girl Roxy here. Now, I know it's been a while, longer than my normal YouTube routine, but I do want to get back into the swing of things, and hopefully in the near future, I can give you guys like a once a week video as opposed to just once every 2 weeks. So, I just felt like getting on camera and talking to you guys and give you a little backstory and also an update on my driving anxiety. So if you guys want to continue to hear my story and update, then keep on watching and let's get down to business, shall we? Now, I want to talk about like my earliest memory with my driving anxiety, even before I became old enough to drive, technically speaking. I wanted to describe my feelings, the first feelings I had toward driving. It all started, like on the freeway, of course, seeing how fast cars drive on that type of road. So initially I thought, how can people not be scared to drive that quickly? And then also like being inside of a car and just feeling just that like uneasy feeling, just wow, like these people, these drivers must be like Superman or something. Like I don't get it how they can do that and not feel any kind of nerves. So those were like my first thoughts. Then when I became, I would say like a teenager, it was just, I'm nervous to drive. I'm just nervous. That's all there is to it. As opposed to other people like friends and family members that had grown-ups teaching them how to drive. I just said, nope, I'm nervous. That's it. I just don't want to because I'm nervous. And that was pretty much it. There was one particular time as a teenager where I actually had no choice but to drive home, and luckily there was hardly any traffic on the way home, so I was successfully able to drive home without there being any nerves. Actually, I don't recall feeling those nerves. I guess maybe because there wasn't any cars around at that time, but those were like my memories coming of age with driving and my actual experiences. Let's see. Also, there's a time when I actually got my license. Let's actually fast forward it to me getting my license back in 2014. Like from being a teenager and that point on all the way until 2014, I didn't even care to get any practice going. I had nobody there to teach me how to actually become more comfortable with being a driver. I had none of that, I mean. So like I said, I want to fast forward into 2014 where when I actually had gotten my license. I got my license. I passed the test on the first try. I got my license. But I'll tell you my feelings when it came that day to take my driving test. I had anxiety. I'm telling you. I didn't even really want to do this test, but I thought, well, you're gonna have to. There's no other way. Like, what can you do? Not drive the rest of your life? Like, give me a break. So I did it. I just did it. But I just had those feelings of my heart beating really fast. I just felt like my blood pressure went up. So, but I went through it. I passed the test like I said, and then within 1 week, I was involved in a car accident. And I'll put up some images. Nothing crazy. Of course, I totaled the car. I had broke my arm on this part, just right there. And that was that. And then I felt at that point on, that's it. My hopes of ever becoming a driver just went completely out the window. I just thought, no more. It's kaput. That's it. Like, I'm never going to be a driver. I'm never going to buy my first car. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And I just forgot all about it. I just thought, well, it's in the past. It's behind me now. So that's it. I just went on with my life. So now let's fast forward to, let's see, I would say to 2019, which was only last year, technically speaking. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna save some money. I'm just gonna start working and doing, you know, little things here and there around where I live to earn the extra cash and start saving up for a car. No, okay, look, let me just give you guys a fair warning. I apologize in advance if I go like ahead in time and then jump back and rewind in time, telling you as everything goes on. If it's not in order, I apologize. So first, let me say this. Back in 2015, that's when I decided I want to save some money and start saving up for a car. At that particular time, I was pregnant with my daughter, and I had worked, you know, briefly for Walmart, okay? So that's when I actually began saving up money for a car. But then now, here we are. This is now I'm speaking about in 2019. So then I decided I'm gonna start doing some little jobs for my neighbors, you know, to do yard work and so on, to earn the extra cash to save more money to put toward a car. So, okay, here we are. That's where we're at. Okay, so then I just thought, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna take it one step at a time, save some money, and then I'll just practice driving on my own, at my own pace. So, then here we are, 2020. Halloween, 2020. My sister-in-law decided to give me the opportunity to learn how to drive by giving me her car, because she purchased a new one. So I'll put up some more images right here. And I'd like to personally thank my sister-in-law. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for giving me the opportunity to work on something that I struggle with. When you could have just listed the car and so on, and the rest is history. But you didn't do that. You decided to give the car to me. And like I said, I cannot thank you enough. So here we are in 2020, and now I've had the car for about 2 months now. And when that first day that the car was officially mine, I decided well, it wasn't my decision, it was my husband's decision to go to my local middle school parking lot. That day, I had a complete breakdown. I was so nervous. I just began crying because it was my first time officially getting behind the wheel and operating a vehicle in 6 years. So I didn't even want to do it. I can honestly tell you that I didn't even want to do it. But I still tried just for a few minutes, because like I said, I want to do this at my own pace, okay? So I did it and I went through the motions. So that was that very first day, Halloween of this year, okay? So now, here we are, pretty much 2 months later, and the only thing that I feel comfortable doing is just moving my car so that my husband can go to work in his car. We have a driveway that can barely fit 2 cars in. So being that my car is the size that it is, I have to park behind him. So that's why I have to move my car every single day so that my husband can go to work. That's what I feel comfortable doing now that it's been 2 months. So also I want to give you another little update. What I had done also, and it was actually on Christmas Day, I went to my local Walmart parking lot and decided to get in a little more practice. Just pretending that there were cars in every single parking space in this parking lot. So I would say overall I did a good job, except my husband had me park 2 times, just pick a parking space there, and just park your car. First time, it was awesome. Second time, I nicked a car. So just so you know. But also the one thing that's like still there to this day is the nerves. But I feel like the one thing that that gives me hope to becoming a driver is that getting in more practice. I didn't even really feel comfortable moving my car in and out for my husband can go and come home from work. But I feel comfortable doing that, like I said, because I've been practicing. I have no choice. I feel comfortable doing that. So with that being said, I just, I feel like with time and practice and just doing everything at my own pace, eventually I will become a driver just on the road like everybody else. So I wanted to give you guys this story, and hopefully in you know, there might be somebody out there that has the same struggles and has different techniques or just your way of dealing with it and overcoming it. I want to hear that from you. So I want to know your guys' struggles, and I want you to reach out to me in the comments. Feel free. But there goes my story time. I hope it helps you with yours, with your issues and your anxieties with driving. Yeah, like I said, just feel free to reach out in the comments, and I'll be keeping an eye out for that. Well, that does it for me. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to hear my story and my update, and hopefully it'll help you too. So, well, that does it. I will see you on the next video. And as always, stay gorgeous, stay true, stay you. Bye-bye.